The one that has low battery that you kept on. Alright, we good now? Episode 7.
Wait, is it being recorded?
Yeah, technical issues have been going on this entire fucking time.
What's episode 7?
I'm on it. I follow this girl. She's a pretty girl.
She's Adam Silver. Long story short, she is the owner of the NBA. She creates teams. She creates players.
Okay, stop. You're jumping the gun. You're jumping the
Fuck
gun.
it.
You're jumping the gun. You're jumping the gun.
on,
Hold on,
man.
you're jumping the gun. Because we gotta fall into
Adam
that.
Silver.
Wait.
Go ahead.
She's a pretty girl, and I followed her on Instagram. This is a while back, and it was one day. She had a story. I watched the story. It was a pretty long story, and I've seen. And this isn't the first time I've seen this. Before, where someone with followers goes, oh, like my I have a lot of, I get a lot of questions, so I'm gonna do a Q&A, and they do like a Q&A, and
Nobody cares.
So she starts running this Q&A. She's answering questions, and the questions were normal things like, oh, how tall are you, and like shit like that. And then it turned into, what is it? What kind of man do you like? What do you look for in a man?
Niggas was waiting by that phone, boy. And they was looking.
Well, I definitely waited, so I'm definitely
Am
watching.
I
the
her
story.
type?
Am I definitely
Am
watching
I her
the story?
type?
She's a pretty girl, so I was definitely watching the story, and this had a lot of dots. It had a lot of dots, so I'm like, oh, so she has has a lot to say about this.
Is that trash, Loki?
What?
For waiting for her like to tell y'all what her type
No,
is?
everybody waits.
For her?
Yeah, what's wrong? What's wrong watching it? Waiting for what she has to say.
To wait to see if you her type though. Like, do you care if you her type or not? Like, I feel like a nigga shouldn't care.
I was already in a relationship when I saw this, so I didn't really give a fuck. But I was interested. Yeah, definitely. I'm always interested to see what women find attractive in men.
Okay.
Whether it's my girl or not, I'm always interested to see. It's very interesting. We talked about that before. How it's like women find things completely differently than women pick out different details that men don't pick out. Men pick out details that women don't pick out. Anyway, so I'm watching. She starts talking about. She's like, yeah. Well, she's like talking about basic shit. Oh, I like tall men. This and that. You have to have a good job, have money. And I'm starting to watch it. I'm like, I'm getting bored, and then she says something that just blows my mind. And a couple of realizations came to me at once. And she goes, I like street niggas. I like hood niggas. And I've heard that before, so that wasn't really surprising. But this girl is not. I'm like, what do you want with a street nigga?
Street niggas aren't street niggas anymore in 2018, ladies. I'm sorry to
Especially
tell you.
if they're your age, because she was our age, which means that they weren't really a street nigga. They're just a nigga on the internet banging on Instagram. That's all these niggas do now. They get a whole bunch of tattoos and they yell shit at the camera. Side note, videographers, don't let these niggas wave guns at your camera. That shit is crazy. You ever watch like a video where niggas got guns out? They like, yeah, that got, it's a rap video, but I'm like, fam, that is a real gun. I am not letting a nigga put a gun in my face for a video. A real one?
If the nigga got enough followers, they with it, bro. They with it, man.
Videographers, they ain't a bag big enough for you to potentially shoot me in the face. Fucking crazy. Anyway, so this girl likes street niggas. I'm like, all right. So I'm already on 1 foot out the door. So she keeps going. She's naming other shit, and then she brings back the street nigga thing. She's like, I like niggas that's been in and out of jail.
In and out.
Not been to jail probably once or twice. Made a mistake. In and out. Know what they doing. Ready for the law. Ready for the court. Pleading guilty.
You think
getting bail?
You think niggas is out here like going to jail
to get bitches?
Honestly, truly, truly. I really think niggas are earning stripes.
I don't believe
pussy. Like,
I don't believe niggas as a general, wide, broad statement are doing it. I pretty sure a nigga out there has gone to jail for a girl before, but I don't believe. Yo, that's crazy. I actually never thought of it. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, damn, there has to be a couple of niggas in jail. Like, sure, I was just really trying to just fuck shorty.
You feel me? Like,
so I pop mans.
He didn't know he was gonna get caught for having a strap.
He knew he was gonna get
no,
caught.
I'm saying he had her in the whip.
He's like,
with the gun sitting on his lap.
The cops will get me right here. I'll say a bunch of things that'll get me more time. What she doesn't know is that I came raw on her last night.
Listen.
So she's gonna, when I get out, she's gonna have the baby. Niggas be on some other shit. That I just made that whole scenario up. I didn't even agree with you, but
girls need to stop creating players, man.
Yo, this nigga, you can't blame girls for that.
No.
You know who created?
All right. Well, people need to stop creating players. Fuck all that.
This girl was creating character. I realized after she stated
she watched Power too much, bro. That's what it is.
She was literally in 2K with a My Player, designing picking the haircuts and shit. I realized that. I'm like, yo, girls do that. Create characters.
I think there's dudes out there that like go that deep into creating their type
for like a girl.
Yeah, there's a guy out there like that. I feel like.
Yeah, definitely.
But
Tyler, you like that?
You know, you like girls that are in and out of jail.
Do you like no, like in your mind, do you like a particular kind of girl? Like if you could like make a girl right now, would you be able to?
Hell yeah, that bitch could be chocolate, bro.
That's it.
God damn.
It's a lot of chocolate.
There's a lot of ugly black girls.
That's a fact. That's a whole fact.
Nah, so I mean, we can make that happen.
She gotta be like Halle Berry and Flintstones.
Does it matter?
I didn't see that, so I don't know.
Does it matter if she's been in and out of jail though?
Bro,
if she could,
does she have to have? Does she have to go to college? Does she have to have a certain kind of education?
She do. Well, she don't have to have education, but it is a plus if she is educated.
So she could be stupid.
Nah, I'm not fucking with it. I need somebody that's gonna elevate me.
Okay, so she can. What if she dropped out of high school? She can be dropped out of high school and be intelligent. She can be intelligent.
Where's her?
You just want an intelligent. You want an intelligent black girl.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Yeah, like education wise, degree wise, it don't matter.
What's her weight?
Wait.
What's her weight?
You're trying to fuck. What? Like why?
No. What's her weight? No. This girl wasn't building a guy that she wanted to fuck.
Y'all talking about
building,
this? Okay, y'all talking.
She was building. She was building her man.
Education matter.
She was building the guy she wanted to be with.
Okay. What's her weight? How you gonna marry a nigga that's in and out of jail though?
You gonna get married in jail?
She want like a Gucci type nigga, like a nigga that like get out and reform. That's what's crazy because he's probably the only nigga that's ever been rehabilitated by jail. He might be
what type of
Gucci
jail
is a terrible example of how jail works.
But
Gucci's a terrible example.
That's
of jail.
Rare, man.
Nigga, jail niggas don't get out of jail like that.
That's rare.
Jail is bad.
He's a celeb.
Jail's wrong. Jail usually makes niggas worse.
But with Gucci, I feel like he got a lot of chances too.
Gucci had
as far as jail time wise, he got chances.
Gucci's not. Yeah, but Gucci's also intelligent.
Yeah.
So he's a different kind of person.
Yeah.
I was making a joke, but yes, you're right. He did have it was certain situations.
You gotta let me know when you joking, man. Like you was just serious not too long ago.
I thought nobody laughed, so that's why it's not a joke.
My bad,
I have to say it's a joke. It wasn't
bad,
really
bro.
funny. That's all.
Not bad.
Tyler. I'm talking. It's on Shaq. Yo.
Man. But nah.
So yeah, this girl was creating a character right before our eyes, and that's the moment when I just realized, man, I gotta unfollow this. Now I question sometimes. Yesterday I questioned not yesterday, but the day when we recorded last. I questioned like, man, if she was creating me, would I have done the same? I feel weird. I do feel weird when like a girl tells me like you're the guy I've always wanted, and I'm like, fuck, you're fucked up. You're disgusting.
You are the guy. That's the word. You are the guy.
I've had girls say like you are literally the guy, the man of my. Tahiri was here. She said it when you were here. She said that I was the guy. I was the man of her dreams.
How am I supposed to remember her telling?
Well, you have a mind. I remember if Chris Shauna said something to you.
I'm not gonna remember that she said that. That ain't nothing that's gonna like be on my memory.
Because he's jealous.
How am I gonna be jealous that your girl loves you? Like what the fuck?
Jealous.
I'm not gonna remember that shit. Damn, we talking about topics, all types of shit.
Jealous because they had the same dream.
Nah, but I don't know. You are the man of my dreams. I feel like if a girl might.
They're lying.
No, of course, but I'm saying if a girl was like
they're lying.
A girl wanted to always be with a light skinned dude.
I've never met a girl that didn't want a nigga without a six pack. I don't have a six pack.
Wait, what? A six pack?
I don't have.
Girls out here want niggas with six packs.
Wait, Krishana, do you like a fit man? You don't like fit men? Do you? You don't care. It doesn't bother you. Hold on. It doesn't bother you if a man is not fit.
As long as he's not like 1,000 pounds.
A fit dude don't gotta have a six pack though.
I'm just saying. That was an example. I'm not being technical. If you want to be technical, Thomas here. Yeah. Well, okay. I meant like in shape.
Technical Thomas.
I just picked the T name. You liked it?
That's fire.
It was fire.
That's hard.
Some new shit. Technical Thomas on the way. New mixtape. But yeah, girl, I've been. All that shit is a lie. It's just.
Don't gas me. Don't stroke my ego.
Okay. So I was about to say,
don't do that shit.
Most of the time that I've been, that I've been with the girls, they always stroke my ego, and I hate it because I'm a musician. So people do that automatically anyway. So I can tell when I can tell when you're just trying to. You think that being, it's like you think being nice to me is gonna make me give you something.
Yeah.
You think making me feel like the big nigga is gonna make me weak, make me not pay attention. No, I don't give a fuck if you compliment me.
That's a fact.
People compliment me every day.
Yeah.
And I don't care.
Yeah.
Telling me I'm the man of your dreams. Your dreams hold no weight to me. Anyway, my thing is, I wonder if she's single still.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely a lot of street niggas that would date her.
But how long does it last?
There's a lot of
the criteria that she's on.
I don't care.
No, I'm saying
I just want to know
I
just want to know if she's been in a relationship.
Girls that like street niggas, it doesn't last. It never really does.
I know a lot of street niggas that's been in long-term relationships.
But I'm talking about with her. She's very,
picky.
Even on social media. Like,
didn't you say she was broke? You said she was broke. Oh, so we not with it.
Nah, I mean,
she doesn't. She's not as.
She don't got like her own spot or nothing. Like,
she doesn't show herself as she appears.
She don't act like she don't act like she got it.
Yeah, she got it. Okay.
So
I was gonna say because she was asking for niggas that it was weird. How like a street nigga that has a 6-figure salary is a rapper. The streets don't give salary.
But if you're in and out of jail, how does that work?
Listen, I don't know how jail works. So
Tyler,
this nigga. Nigga said Tyler. Yeah. So no, I just thought that shit was interesting. That the punchline was that this bitch was creating a character in front of our eyes, and I realized that I saw the nigga. I saw the nigga that she wanted.
What?
I saw she it was like creating a character. I saw what sneakers she was wearing. Like she built this nigga before us.
Okay.
And
ladies, how does that work for you? Created players.
I mean, I've definitely sat around with some niggas and they like, man, I just want a girl that's like this, like that, like that. But she was calling out like weight classes and shit. Yo, it was when I tell you it was like 50, like the Instagram story shit, like the dots. It was like 50 dots. Like it was a long story.
That bitch was playing The Sims.
Right.
She must have really got her heart
right.
broke.
She was picking personality traits and everything.
Yeah.
It was lit. I mean, for her to put that out there I was like, man, you do your thing. You don't have to get on Tinder. You just get on Instagram. That's fly.
I wonder how marriage
works. I
works.
can't do it. If I get on Instagram, I'm getting trash. I'm just gonna get to Harry. If I look for love on Instagram, I'm just gonna get my girl. So I'm good.
I wonder what her marriage criteria would be.
I think that was it.
Why do fools fall in love? Marriage. Is it right? Is it wrong? What's good about it? What's great about it? What's bad about it?
These are the questions. Are you asking me?
I'm asking everybody, the cameras, But if you got something to say right now.
Well, I'll tell you what I think since I have the mic. I think marriage is cool. I think the idea of being married to someone is sweet.
If you have the opportunity to marry somebody that you
I don't.
could spend the rest of your life with. Why not?
All right, so now I'm gonna be honest. I just lied.
Yeah, I know. We talked about this already.
There's two sides to my reasoning of why I don't agree with marriage all the way. Because I look at my grandparents and they've been married for 50 years, and I just went to their anniversary the other day, and it's beautiful. It's really amazing. I'm a product of that, you know, and they are deeply, madly in love, and they make it work, and they're just very intellectually even people, and they love each other very much. And I've seen them argue, and they love each other deeply, and it's just an amazing thing to see, because when you see that kind of love, it's rare. And you go, okay, that you guys are married, that makes sense. There is no other. I couldn't imagine these people not married. This is what it's made for. And maybe my perspective on marriage has a lot to do with my parents. My parents are divorced. They've been divorced all my life. So I can see that definitely rubbing off and having an effect on how I view this. But my perspective is this. For one thing, loyalty with people today, it's very, very rare that you're going to find a truly loyal person. People say they're loyal. I say I'm loyal, and I'm not always loyal. I'm more loyal than others, but when I'm not loyal, I am honest. I've never been dishonest. I've just not always stuck to the right team. I'm not saying I've ever cheated, though. I've never cheated, but I'm just saying in a matter of loyalty, there have been moments where I weren't loyal to my who I gave my loyalty to. So marriage, in the matter of marriage, I just don't believe that there's a lot of loyalty today. The relationships are built differently today than they were before. People don't really have much trust in other people. We said this in a previous, or I think you guys mentioned this in a previous conversation about relationship goals, how people want to FaceTime all the time. People want to be in contact all the time. You know, you can literally speak to your spouse at any point in the day. You know, my grandparents' relationship bloomed in a time where when they walked out the house, you did not talk to that person until they got back home.
Yeah.
So if they went to work for 8-9 hours, you did not see that person. You did not hear from that person.
I'm telling you, that 8-hour mark.
And that was every day. Where you had to come home and talk about your day.
You miss a motherfucker.
I know what happened to my girl's day today. You know,
You probably seen it.
I did FaceTime her for about a good 30 minutes today, and that's enough. That's too much. Not that I don't like FaceTime. We live in a different time, so it is different. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm just saying the love is different. You know, now I do believe in deeper connections, spiritual connections between people. My bigger issue with marriage isn't the relationship aspects, isn't the emotional aspects. It's actually the legal aspects of marriage. And I've never been married, and I've never tried to get married, so I don't know everything about the advantages of being married. I know there's financial advantages, etc. And there's things that make sense. You know, you can't get health benefits if you aren't married. You know, you can't give your health benefits onto your spouse and your family if you aren't married, which makes sense. And if you're not married, you're just gonna miss out on that. So I kind of just repeated myself, but
go ahead, flow, brother, flow. You have the floor.
I don't believe that love should be sanctioned by the court, by the government. I believe that if I love someone, I should just be able to love this person. We can have a ceremony. You know, my girl wants to get married, and I argue, fuck that. But I have no problem having the ceremony, buying you a ring, you know, families coming together, having a you know, doing the wedding. I have no problem having a wedding.
Yeah.
But I don't believe in legally being married to someone all the way. There has to be a better way. There has to be a different way, especially for the lifestyle that I'm leading. I'm not going to be in a position to have, you know, job health benefits. I'm doing this music shit. I'm a creative. Yeah. So it's not gonna, it doesn't align for me. And it's by person. I'm not saying that everybody stop getting married out there. I'm just saying that I think that we get programmed into traditions a lot. Especially our generation, and any anyone that's young is going to get programmed by the older generation and by their parents to follow certain traditions because it's what they're raised on, it's what they believe. And luckily in my household, my parents always gave me space and room to believe what I wanted to, think how I wanted to think, and view things in a way that's unique. Children have a unique way of viewing the world because they don't have a lot of the bounds put onto them. So growing up, I never had marriage dreams. Like a lot of people have. I think my sister doesn't have them either. My sister doesn't even want children. So I mean, we're different than the majority of people out there, the general consensus. But yeah, I've seen a lot of marriages fail, including my own parents. I've seen people get married and then they become miserable. And I don't know exactly what it is about being married that makes people miserable, but
let me flow, because I don't want you to keep repeating yourself. I'm
gonna end here because this is exactly where I'm at. I just see people, like, it's like when people move in together, and it's not even just about like spouses. It's like when people move in together, and you see them like, you see that it's different. Your relationship advances 100 times the moment you move in with someone. You live with them. If you shit,
they're gonna smell it.
It's next door. It's different. It's a different kind of thing. People clean differently. People do things differently. You start to see little details and things about a person when you move in with them. On top of that, you're married. And that's even with friends. If you move in with a friend, friendships have ended because people move in together. Yeah. It's deeper than just, let me put the ring on you because I want to show you how much I care. I feel like we have to do better than that for tomorrow. I don't want my children to feel like, to show someone affection and love eternally and feel like, oh, I love this person forever, that you have to stand in front of a priest with a cross or whatever your creed is and follow that. You should be able to, when you get a big job and you have a party, you should be able to have a similar celebration for when you get married. That's just my perspective. I think that we just overdo it a lot and we bring it to the court, and there's something there that's very controlling about marriage that I don't have a full understanding of, so I can't really rock with it. So that's the end of my marriage run that I've had for many years that I've never been able to say anywhere until now.
I would definitely say marriage is a little old-fashioned nowadays. It should be more modernized. Everything else is becoming of the time, so why can't we make marriage of such? You were talking about your upbringing with it first, right? Mm-hmm. My upbringing is similar. I used to have my views towards marriage based off of my family. But I see, even growing up, like I said earlier, when you find the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, why not take that step? But with younger kids, I feel like we got to be careful. Well, not kids, but young adults, we have to be careful with the choices that we're making, even moving in with people. You're told to do it the traditional way. You want to get married and move in with somebody, and it doesn't work. I plan to move in with somebody first and then see if that works out and then marry them. It's nothing wrong with that. Now, your family might not approve of it, but your family don't got to get married. Your family doesn't have to deal with the struggles and the gains and all the pros and cons of your marriage. And I just think people aren't really ready for that type of commitment. Marriage is a commitment. You're married at 20, late 20s, early 30s, and you're still living young. Don't waste your time. Don't waste the person's time that you're with. Mm-hmm. It's a great thing. It's a powerful thing, but it's for the right people. It's for the right person. Don't just take advantage of the opportunity just to say you're married. Women love the rings. They like to show it off. Make sure you're with the right person to do that. Yeah, but with the whole ceremony and shit, it's fine. As far as getting married under the state, it has the benefits as far as, tax benefits and things of that nature. But are people honestly getting married just for tax purposes?
People get married to get citizenship.
Okay, that's appropriate. If you love the person enough.
But see, it's the same. Okay, I don't want to call marriage a trap, but in that situation, a lot of times it's a trap. You ever hear the stories of people that get with a woman? It rarely happens with a foreign man getting with a woman, because women don't play that shit.
Yeah.
But niggas are stupid. So niggas will get a girl from, some other country and think they're in love, and the girl would just be playing them the whole time. They get married, and then she gets her citizenship, and then they get divorced. Now, sometimes people do it on purpose as a favor. They're like, can you marry me so I can get my citizenship? We don't have to really be together. I've seen that happen before.
I think people are more like, they're more infatuated with the idea of marriage versus actually being married.
I agree with that.
People are more like,
it's like a dream.
Yeah. You want to get married, but you don't want to do the work to stay married. And
I don't know many people that like being married.
But
I've never heard people like, I love my marriage.
And another thing too, you might actually mess up a good relationship just thinking that y'all should be married. What happens if your relationship change? Like you said, it changes. Things change. You mess up a good thing.
Yeah,
getting married.
You just opened up something that is even deeper. That actually I just realized. Well, I didn't just realize it, but it's something that connects to it. You don't know people.
Yeah.
Like you think you know them. Knowing someone for 5 years, I don't think is enough.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm a very patient person, especially when it comes to the people in my life, friends, family, relationships, etc. I'm very patient. I'm willing to wait to find out, because people change. To expect that, to expect someone not to change or not to grow or not to become a different person throughout their life due to the experiences, you're playing yourself. I've changed. I'm about to change again.
Yeah.
I like changing. I like becoming a different person, becoming a better person, or maybe a worse person. Yeah. It depends on the experiences, the product of my environment. Everyone is. You have to be. You love someone when you can live through their changes, even if you don't like them.
Yeah.
I was in my most serious relationship before my current relationship. I was in it for many years, and we were good for many years. And it got to a point where I think I changed. Then she changed. I changed, and she voiced it like, I don't like this nigga. I don't like this nigga you are right now. And I'm like,
can't stay the same.
Fuck it. I do. I loved it.
Yeah.
I think a big part of that's still who I am today.
Yeah.
I stopped giving a fuck about acceptance and what people thought about me. And that bothered her, because it was a relationship where she got off on me wanting her acceptance. And then things went awry. And that's just an example. This happens in relationships all the time, where you'll be with somebody for a long time, and then they start maybe they get obsessed into something, or you never know. Something may happen where they're into different shit, and you're like, you like that? I hate that. And it becomes them. To you, at least. Maybe it's not even really becoming them. Maybe to you, just because you are so you dislike what they like so much that you identify it with them.
Yeah.
And it becomes the same, and now you don't like this person. You only run into these situations in a long-term relationship. Just Ariana Grande and Pete, what's the guy's name? Pete Davidson are getting married.
2 weeks in.
They were together. I'm pretty sure they were fucking around longer than that. They had to have been. I do believe in love at first sight. I do believe that you meet someone, you go, frequencies are on point.
Yeah.
I've met mad people where the frequencies are on point.
Yeah.
We didn't speak for 4 years between us doing the show and
they didn't know that. They didn't know that, but
what I'm just saying, we didn't, but we've been friends ever since we met, but we didn't speak for 4 years, and it's probably because our frequencies weren't on.
Yeah.
We were cool. We just weren't on the same page. We weren't on the same frequency. That happens. I didn't talk to my best friend, my brother, for a year. That's crazy. If you are close to anyone, not speaking to the closest person in your life for a year is crazy. And we weren't on the same frequency. We were living two different lives that had nothing to do with each other. There was no way for me to relate to what he was going through daily and vice versa. It doesn't make sense. And that's because also we were not in the same place. We're not in the same point in the country, but
it doesn't ruin today. That's the difference.
No. And I've run into ex-girlfriends that we completely went awry, and now we're like, yo, we cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But there's people that I was obsessed with, that I love deeply.
Yeah.
And not even just relationship, friends, whatever, that I can't bear to even think about today.
Mm-hmm.
I can't bear to even say their name. I hate them. Not really hate them, but, you know, like I just can't stand. I don't want to no. You know, and they probably feel the same way about me. But these are people that, I was thinking like, man, my kids are going to call you uncle one day. My kids are going to, there was a future there in our friendship. That happens in marriages too. Hey, guess what? It happens a lot faster when you have sex with someone.
Yeah.
I was close friends to a girl that I used to be with, and then we became, we went into a relationship, and we were like, man, fuck this. Well, I was like, fuck this. I want to go back to the friendship. Yeah. Everything.
That's back to what I was saying though. Like,
she was a great girl. Yeah. It was fine, but it was like, I don't like being your boyfriend. There's nothing wrong with this person. We are on the same frequency. It clicks. There's so many complexities that go with interactions with other people that when I look at marriage, it's just too finite. It's not finite because you can divorce, but that it's like all I see is money.
Those rates are high too.
I look at I just see money, all of it. I was like, why I don't have to pay for this. I shouldn't have to pay for this. This shouldn't cost me money. It can cost me pain. It can cost me time. Sure, I get that. But money?
Is it really real if we got to pay for it?
Think about if it was you that was getting paid for it, and how much of a scumbag you'd have to be. How much of a fucking psychopath you'd have to be to have someone pay so that they can break up. Yeah. When you guys break up, make sure you give me 30% of everything you made that year. Check. All right? Like, I don't know how much it costs, but I'm just saying, like, imagine if somebody's like, yeah, like, pay me to support you in your argument against them, and they're going to pay someone to support them in their argument against you. And at the end of it, she's going to win anyway. You just want to make sure she wins less than she wants to win. And then you guys go separate ways. And then I'll go buy myself that new pool that my wife wants, that we're going to divorce in 3 years. Fucking madness. The system is crazy. I'm on some conspiracy fucking, the aliens are coming, social shit, the government's watching you, they're out to get you. Yo, why the fuck do I have to get married at court? Why do I have to sit before a court to say I love you?
You don't have to get married in court, but you have to sign that.
Why do I have to get a license to love you?
Because the government has to know that you're married.
All right, well, let me say this. The government could suck my dick.
Today, I think it's more so how other people view you. Your relationship goes to a higher level when people see that you're married. People respect your relationship more.
So
what happens if I don't respect it when we're married, but I respect it more when we're just in a relationship? What if it's stronger when we're in a relationship?
So that's my issue. That was my issue in my current relationship with. I don't want to put out, but I'm when the family puts pressure on one side, saying, "Are you going to marry him?
Okay.
Why are you with him if he's not if he's not marrying you?"
But see, that's when the modernization has to come in, because it shouldn't be like that. If you love somebody, do you have to marry them? Does that mean you don't love them? If
you know my answer.
Well, with the people, if you decide that you don't want to marry somebody, that means you don't love them. I'm curious.
Well, like I say, in relationships, it's all about communication. If you never communicate to your spouse that you don't want to get married, and it has nothing to do with how you feel about that person, and you give your reasons, your spouse will probably still disagree. But
facts. If they love you enough, they'll take it.
As long as you just have to have the communication, because you may find out, well, if you really want to get married that bad, you can fuck off.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I had the conversation multiple times with my girl where she's like, we're getting married. And I'm like, we're not, right? Like I know you think it's cute and everything. You think you're gonna turn me around. Every girl thinks they're gonna turn the nigga around. You're not changing me. Yeah. Women have tried to change me all my life. That was what Shorty didn't like about it in that one relationship. She's like, wait, I can't even fuck with you anymore. And like, nah.
I'm not a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, I do what I want. Do what I want. It's my decision to be here right now. So I find it I just find it very I don't see that message going out there a lot because it's so normal. Marriage is so normal. There's nothing wrong with marriage. Yeah. It's normal. It's so everyday, no problem. I've seen a lot of pain from it in my life. I've seen a lot of stress and a lot of time wasted in my life from people getting married. And it just puts a bad taste in my mouth. And until that changes, I'm going to stick to my guns. Now, I'm not saying that I'm saying now that I'll never get married. But if something changes my mind, then it changes my mind. So if you see me married one day and you watch this video, you're like, nigga, you're a hypocrite. Just know I mean this now, but I'm 25 years old and to this day. My father was 25 when he got married. My father was 25 when I was born. And I don't have a kid and I have a wife.
But like I said, my family is probably, I don't have it. You said your grandparents were married.
Yeah.
I don't even have that.
Okay.
So my grandparents, when they were married, they got divorced, but their divorce wasn't like the divorce nowadays. They still lived in the same crib.
Okay. So
after
it was a legal
he died,
split.
He took care of her. He made sure all of his money.
He was a
went
man
to
about
her.
his.
You feel me? And he was still doing his thing while they were married. That it's different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. And we were talking about Will Smith, how he still goes on vacation with his baby mom.
Communication.
I don't think people on both ends are really handling that. Like men ain't out here just letting their wife go on a vacation with the child, the father of their child, just for the fuck of it, so they can all be together.
Look at Diddy.
Yeah, they still asking him where the ring at.
Diddy has mad baby moms and they all cool.
Yeah.
When they have family events, everyone's there. When they have Thanksgiving, everyone's there.
Communication.
And there's no
man.
problems. And I don't know if there's no problems, but they appear and they show it as there's no problems. But the fact that they can all even come together, I can't imagine my parents in the same room together.
Yeah.
So there's something to be said about communication and just forward thinking and just thinking differently of how this thing works. I'm not saying if niggas should go out there and get a whole bunch of baby moms and not marry any of them. I'm just saying that communication is key in your relationships. If you do want to get married, regardless of everything I just said or everything that he just said.
Well, even before you end it, with the family shit, my family has not even been the best as far as marriages, but be the change. I mean, if you feel like you found somebody,
yeah.
if you think you can be that difference, be it. But just make sure you're choosing the right people. And take your time. It's a process. Just when you get married, that's not it. It don't stop when you get married. I've never been married, but I've seen it a couple times from both my mom and my dad. It's a process. People are going to change. Nobody's going to stay the same. So you got to be able to handle it. Yeah, that's about it. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. That's really it.
Yeah. Also, marriage has a lot to do with religion. Marriage is built off of religion. It's built off of connecting your spiritual love with a higher power. I'm not religious.
Yeah, me neither.
So I have a deeper disconnect from it. It's like, oh man, like what? Like
I get the gist of marriage.
I have no business being in a church.
But you don't have to get married in a church.
I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just saying following tradition.
Oh, okay.
Even if I'm not in a church, I have to have a priest there. I have to have what do they call it? What do they call the nigga, the dude that does the...
Well, I wouldn't know.
You know what it's called? Do you know what it's called? The person, the priest that like brings the marriage, that they read, reads the, read the vow. It's a priest. Yeah. There's like a position in the wedding. Yeah, it's like a position. Yeah, but so the ignorance is real, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really rock with it all the way. That's it. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, so yeah, if you still want to get married, I would just say collect information.
Yeah.
Collect information.
Do your research.
And make sure you are okay with the person that you are with. I'm not saying you have to know the person you are with, because you don't. I'm not saying, love the person you're with enough that when they change, you are okay with it, and make sure they love you the same. And if that love is there, it doesn't matter what you do. You're going to be there. You're going to be in love.
Facts.
That's it. That's it.
Don't let those who change your life. Cause I done seen some things came to life. I done seen murder, never seen the news. And I heard whispers but couldn't hear you.